For many in Bristol, this was a welcome sight. The controversial statue of slave trader Edward Colston torn down during a Black Lives Matter protest. The presence of the statue has divided opinion in the city for years. But who was Edward Colston? Born in 1636, Colston grew up in Bristol before moving to London to work for the Royal African Company, or the RAC. The RAC traded commodities such as gold, silver, and slaves. It's estimated that when Colston held a senior position, he helped transport 84,000 African men, women, and children to work as labourers on tobacco and sugar plantations, with 19,000 of them dying on their journeys. Colston is commemorated heavily in his home city. His statue stood on a street named after him, in front of a tower named after him, behind which is a concert hall also named after him. City activists have petitioned to have the statue removed for years, but opinions are divided over what happened.
Shouldn't have been done in that way. Completely wrong to pull a statue down like that. But stepping back, that statue should have been brought down a long time, should have been taken down a long, long time ago. You can't in 21st century Britain have, a slaver on a statue. A statue is there to honour people, and you can't have that in 21st century Britain. That statue should have been brought down properly with consent and put, I would say, in a museum.
Well, I think that is utterly disgraceful, and that speaks to the acts of disorder, public disorder, that actually have now become a distraction from the cause in which people are actually protesting about.
The Home Secretary is showing, a lack of understanding of where the country is right now. And I would love to hear some outrage about the 25% of kids in my city who live in poverty, the growing inequality, the deaths in custody, both here in the United States, the militarization of US streets, the Windrush scandal. You can't be selective on your outrage, and actually if over the last few years our politics had managed to capture the spirit of the country, had recognised that growing frustration, I think that was on show during Brexit, as well, then maybe we wouldn't have ended up in this situation.
The conversation now turns to what will fill the empty space that remains.